Chapter 1. The Broken Satellite. Ella was an engineer on a space station. The station orbited Earth, and her job was to fix problems. One day, she noticed something strange. A satellite near the station stopped working. Ella checked her computer. The satellite was not sending any signals. It was just floating, silent and still. This was not normal. Satellites were always active, always sending data back to Earth. She decided to go outside the station to take a closer look. She put on her spacesuit and the airlock door opened. Slowly, she floated towards the silent satellite. As she got closer, she saw something that shocked her. The satellite had a large crack in its side. It looked like something had hit it, but there was no debris. It was as if the satellite had been attacked. Ella reached out to touch the satellite. The moment she did, her radio crackled to life. A voice spoke, but it was faint and unclear. She only caught a few words. Help. Danger. Earth. The voice disappeared, and the radio went silent again. Ella's heart raced. Who was trying to contact her? What danger were they talking about? She knew she had to report this to the station commander, but something told her this was only the beginning. Ella turned back to the station, the broken satellite behind her. She knew her life was about to change, and maybe the lives of everyone on Earth too. Chapter 2. The Hidden Message. Back inside the space station, Ella quickly reported what she found. The station commander listened carefully. He was worried but calm. "We need to know more," he said. "Check the satellite's data logs." Ella sat down at her computer and accessed the satellite's files. Most of the data was normal, but then she found something strange, a hidden file deep in the system with no name. She opened the file and lines of code appeared on the screen. The code was complex, but there was a message hidden in it. After a few minutes of work, Ella decoded the message. The words were simple but clear. Warning, unknown object approaching Earth, danger level, high. Ella stared at the screen. An object was coming toward Earth, and the satellite had tried to warn them, but now the satellite was damaged. The warning had almost been lost. She looked out of the station window at the blue planet below. Something dangerous was coming, and they had very little time. Ella knew they needed to act fast to protect Earth. She turned to the commander. "We need to alert Earth immediately." The commander nodded. "Send the message. The world needs to know." Ella sent the warning to Earth, hoping it wasn't too late. Chapter 3. The Countdown. The message reached Earth quickly. Scientists around the world started to track the unknown object. They soon confirmed Ella's fears. The object was moving fast, and it was big. Too big. The news spread fast. Governments and space agencies worked together trying to find a solution, but the object was already too close. They had only days before it would reach Earth. Back on the space station, Ella and the team watched the situation closely. Every hour the object got closer. The station's radar showed it clearly now, a dark, massive shape moving through space. The station commander called a meeting. "We need to prepare for the worst," he said. "The object will hit Earth soon. We don't know what will happen, but we must be ready." Ella felt a heavy weight in her chest. She had never faced a situation like this. The countdown had begun, and the clock was ticking. But there was still hope. If they could learn more about the object, maybe they could find a way to stop it. She spent hours at her computer, analyzing the data. Finally, she found something. The object wasn't just a rock or debris, it had a strange energy signature, something she had never seen before. "This is not natural," she told the commander. "It might be a machine or something even more dangerous." The commander's face was serious. "If it's a machine, then someone or something sent it. We need to know why." Ella nodded. The mystery was growing and time was running out. They had to solve it before the object reached Earth. The fate of the world depended on it. Chapter 4. The Discovery. As the object got closer, Earth sent a probe to gather more information. The probe approached the object carefully, sending back images and data. Ella watched the live feed from the probe on her computer. The object was huge, dark, and had sharp edges. It didn't look like a natural object at all. It looked like a ship. A massive, silent ship. The probe sent back one last piece of data before it lost contact. The object had an entrance, a large door on its side. The door was starting to open. "This is a ship," Ella said, her voice shaking. "And it's not empty." The station commander ordered everyone to stay alert. "We need to understand what's inside," he said, "but we also need to be ready for anything." Hours passed, and tension filled the space station. Ella kept working, trying to learn more. Suddenly, her computer screen flashed with new data. The ship was sending a signal, but it was different from any signal they had seen before. Ella decoded the signal, her heart pounding. The message was clear, but chilling. "We are coming." She looked at the commander. "They're not just passing by," she said. "They're coming to Earth." The station went on high alert. Everyone knew what this meant. Earth wasn't just facing an object in space. It was facing an arrival. The ship was coming, and no one knew what the visitors wanted. Ella felt a mix of fear and determination. They had to find a way to communicate, to understand the visitors' purpose. But with the ship so close, there was little time left. The world below was waiting, and the next move would change everything. Chapter 5. The Encounter. The ship finally arrived near Earth. Its massive shadow covered the space station. Everyone on the station held their breath, waiting for what would happen next. Ella and the team watched as the ship slowly moved into position. The door on its side opened wider, revealing a dark interior. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, a smaller craft emerged from the ship and began to descend toward Earth. Earth's leaders tried to communicate with the ship, but there was no response. The world below watched in fear and silence. The smaller craft landed in a remote area, far from any city. Ella and the commander received a message from Earth. They were asked to join a team to investigate the landing site. They knew it was dangerous, but they had to find out why the visitors had come. Ella, the commander, and a small team were sent down in a shuttle. They landed near the mysterious craft, which was now sitting quietly on the ground. The air was tense as they approached it. The craft's door opened slowly, and a figure emerged. It was tall and covered in a smooth metallic suit. The figure raised a hand, not in aggression, but in greeting. Ella stepped forward, trying to stay calm. "We come in peace," she said, her voice steady. The figure paused, then spoke in a voice that echoed through the air. "We come to warn you," it said. "Your planet is in danger. We offer help." Ella was stunned. The visitors were not invaders. They were here to help. But what was the danger they spoke of? The figure explained that their technology had detected a threat, something that Earth's people couldn't see yet. They had come to offer their assistance to protect the planet from this unseen danger. Relief and hope washed over Ella. The visitors were not enemies. They were allies. They had come at the right moment, when Earth needed them the most. The team returned to the space station with the visitors' message. Together, humans and the visitors began to work on a plan to save Earth from the looming threat. The encounter was just the beginning of a new chapter for the planet, a chapter of cooperation and survival.